after me. I don't give a... I don't give a...
Okay, track day. Obviously, I am home, not in the hotel. I forgot to do an intro for the day. I want to let you guys know this video is going to be kind of long. There is footage from the track. However, the information after that is what I really want to drive home for this series. If there's anything you're going to take away, it is going to be the information I give after the B-roll from the track. So please stick around. If you don't, I will find you. There will be karate chops and shin kicks because you really need to hear this information, okay? This is not only for people that did Crown that might watch this, it is mostly for people that have not done Crown, that like to see this kind of stuff, but I want you to know what Crown is all about, okay? So stick around after that footage, hear me out. It is kind of long, but that is why we have separated the pre-party and the track to be 2 videos instead of 1, because I know that this is going to be longer, okay? So make sure you stick around. Track footage, not a lot of it, as I said. I was being a social butterfly. Everybody can laugh at that part. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to make you smile, here to make you laugh. So I didn't shoot a lot. You know, I was talking to people. But we will get into that after this B-roll of the track. So we'll see you in a bit. Alright, so as you saw, track day, not a ton of stuff, right? I just was being the social butterfly, laugh with the hand gestures, and talking to people. You know, the track's the best place to do that because people aren't able to really leave the track. Autobahn is in the middle of nowhere, and, you know, it is a perfect place to catch up with people because they are not leaving it. When you are at lunch stops on the rally, people are mostly eating as quickly as they can, getting back in the car, getting back on the road. When you're at dinner, people are kind of eating kind of quick and then bouncing around. Could be from bar to bar, could be from, where we eat to the hotel rooms, to the parking garage. It really depends on, the situation. So it is hard to catch up with everybody, but the track was the best place to do that because people would just stay there. You had a group out on the track driving. They would come in, you could talk to them. Somebody you were just talking to might go out on the track. So it just works out. It's one of those things where it's a great place to be able to catch up with people. The other reason the track was cool was 3 guys that I'm probably closest to out of everybody on the rally. I just talk to them the most. We text each other. We just, we've hung out outside of the rally numerous times. They were at the track. So it stunk that they weren't on the rally, but they were at the track to come hang out with people. So you saw Elia's Z06, the wrap one with all the X's. Elia, aka Extalgic, who was my co-pilot last year. I am trying to kind of recreate his series. It won't be edited nearly as well. It won't be filmed nearly as well. But I am trying my best, since I felt like the way he did that series was so well done that it is the best way to kind of show the perspective of what the rally really is. At least as a driver, right? The other person that was there was our buddy JTP, who is coasting California on YouTube. And his Alpha was actually there. So he was in town from California for a couple weeks. He's from Chicago originally, so he had his car shipped out, so I got to see that. I don't think I got footage of it. And that stinks, because he had a matte black wrap on it, but then he put a giant wing on it and did some other stuff, and it looks good. It looks really good. It's a little Alpha 4C, so it's a cool car. The other person that was there that did not go on the rally was my buddy Rob from JFB. And he had a wedding that weekend that he was in, so he couldn't do the rally. Bob took his place. Everybody at JFB is super nice. So John, I call him Mo. I don't know what we're supposed to call him, actually, because I've heard both John and Mo. But John, Bob, and Rob are all great guys. So, Rob wasn't on the rally. Bob was, but anyways. So it's good to see those 3 guys that didn't get to go on the rally. It was also nice to be at the track because there were people that were new to the rally that approached me, talked to me, and, they were asking questions like, what should we expect? And I said, well, there's going to be 3 groups of drivers. There's going to be the super crazy people that are out front. There's going to be the kind of crazy people that are in the middle. Then there's going to be the not so crazy people that are, far in the back. Find your group, drive your drive, enjoy it, and have fun. Don't try to push your boundaries and drive unsafe. Don't try to put yourself in a dangerous situation to try to look cool. Just drive your drive, right? And that's the simplest advice I can give, because it is the way you should do anything, right? You should never push your boundaries and put yourself in danger or put others in danger. So, felt like I could give that advice. I've only done 3 rallies, so who am I to, really say anything? This is my second crown. I did a rally before that. So I'm not the person that should be giving advice, but at least I felt like it was common sense of, hey, just have fun, do your thing, stay safe. But yeah, track was great. And then after the track, this is where it gets long. This is why I want you to stick around and listen to all this. I know a lot of you don't like just the talking head, long monologues, but I need you to watch all of this, because if I'm going to give you any information on this whole series of Crown, this is the most important part, okay? So, please stick around. Please listen to the rest of this. Okay, weird cut. I know there's a weird cut there. It's because I want this next portion to be absolutely perfect, and I have had to shoot it over and over and over because I keep messing up, but it has to be perfect because it's the most meaningful information that I am going to give you on this entire series, right? This is the information that I want people that have not done Crown to definitely hear. You need to listen until the end of this video. And to the people that have done Crown, that are a part of the Crown Rally family, still want you to listen to this, because I think some of you are going to hear your names. Everybody liked that recognition, man. Who doesn't like hearing their name shout out? And also, you might hear the story of why raising money was so important to me. And, you know, people that are not Crown family members, I really want you to hear why I raised money as much as I did and why I care so much. So, to start off, we need to start with the basics, right? Crown Rally has a foundation associated with it called Rally4aCause Foundation, as you can see. You can go check out their website. It is rally4acause.org. So no foundation, just rally4acause.org. And you can find more information there. I am not the best at giving all the details, but I'm going to try my damnedest because it's important to me, right? So there are 3 big organizations that receive money from Rally4aCause Foundation. Those are the Shriners Hospitals for Children, the Epilepsy Foundation, and Hear the Cheers. Now, Hear the Cheers is the program that means the most to me. It is the one that hits home for me. It's the one that tugs at my heartstrings. And it's the one that when I think about it, you know, in detail, I get emotional because it's that personal for me, right? So I wear hearing aids. And what Hear the Cheers does is they are an organization in Chicago that gives kids hearing aids. And a lot of people don't know this, but hearing aids are not covered by health insurance. At least as of October 2021, hearing aids are not covered. Meaning you don't pay a deductible and get them. You know, the health insurance covers the rest. You pay the full amount. Now, I can't speak for every single kind of hearing aid, but I can speak for the ones that I wear, and they cost $7,500. Not a small chunk of change, right? And when you think about what is happening, this group gives kids hearing aids. More than likely, a lot of times, it is due to the fact that the parents are saying, I understand you are struggling, and I understand that you can't hear that well. But unfortunately, we need to keep a roof over your head and pay the rent, and we need to keep food on the table and in your stomach, and we need to keep the lights on and, you know, everything else that are true basic necessities for a human to live, right? So it sucks, because I don't think anybody should have to live without hearing aids that needs them. It bothers me, and it really bothers me, and I'm kind of teary-eyed because I don't like thinking about it, because it's not right, you know. I'm not some bleeding heart that thinks everybody should have everything easy, but hearing really is one of the most important things that you can possibly possess in order to have a good life, right? I mean, if you can't hear, you can't do so much, and I know that firsthand because I was born with hearing loss. It progressed as I got older. And, you know, I was a jerk when I was little. My parents were fortunate in the sense that they could write the checks, get me hearing aids. But I was a little jerk that when I went to school, I took them out, I put them in my pocket because my friends would make fun of me, call me grandpa, and I just couldn't put up with it. I was a little sensitive kid who didn't want to be called grandpa. And also my hearing wasn't actually at that point so bad that I couldn't get away with not wearing them. As I got older, I did get to that place where I had to wear them. I realized I was missing so much, and that's the moment my life really changed, okay? When I actually started wearing my hearing aids, that's the moment my life changed. Suddenly, my grades went up because I could hear the teacher. I could hear the conversations teacher was having with other students, or we were all having as students with the teacher. My social life got better. I was able to converse with my friends a lot better. I was able to have better conversations with neighbors and my family members. And those two things combined, of school being better, social life being better, meant self-confidence just skyrocketed. Because suddenly, I'm just in a better place as a human, and that is so big. So knowing that there are kids that want hearing aids at the age that I was the jerk that took them out, and they're getting them, means a lot to me. And I think those kids deserve it, and I think those kids deserve the world, really, because they're trying to be better human than I was at that age. So it is important to me that they receive those hearing aids, and as a group, Crown Rally raised as much money, the Crown Rally teams raised as much money as they could to give to Rally4aCause Foundation. So to do my part, I made a goal of $2,500. Not the most amount of money, but a significant amount. And, I took it as a job. I sat here in this very chair, in this position, with the camera in the exact same position that it's in now. And I shot 20 personalized videos that were 7 to over 15 minutes long. I mean, it was like a solid, 4 hours basically of filming personal videos to 20 people, each one different, as the word personal means, and sending those out, right? And 16 of those people answered the call. 4 of them didn't even watch it. I don't know. I guess I misjudged those people. Not a put down, just saying you guys could have watched the freaking video. It's not like it was that hard. Click the button and you go to it. But, and I'm not mad at them. I'm just saying it hurt a little bit because I really thought some of those 4 would be people that would watch it. But the other 16 blew me away. You guys killed it. So, in the videos I said if it's 10, 25, $50, every single time it was over 100. So they killed it, man. And we hit that $2,500 goal so fast. And I said, let's go for 5,000. And then we hit 5,000 and we kept going. And I was like, well, now let's do something that's meaningful and have the number be, a symbol of what we're really trying to raise money for, which is $7,500. Which is the cost of my hearing aids. That has, a meaning behind it. It's not just some random number. And we got close. We didn't hit it, but we got close. We hit $6,744, which when you think the original goal was $2,500 to get to 6,000, whatever I just said, $744. That is a lot of money. It is a lot of money. So I want to quickly say thank you to every single person that donated. It means the world to me that you guys help me out. Help me help others, right? That's the whole reason I wanted to raise money, was just to give as much as I could to hear the cheers. I won't deny that once we hit 5,000 and I realized we could get 5th place, there was a little bit of me that wanted to make sure we were raising even more. But overall, 99.9% of the reason I raised money was just to make sure Hear the Cheers got as much money as possible. And you'll hear that 0.1% joke kind of coming up in a couple minutes. But so that was, why we raised money. How I approached it was, it's a job. Let's get this done. Let's send videos. Let's send emails. Let's call people. It was writing handwritten letters. Remember that thing where you pick up a pen and you put it on a piece of paper and you actually write? I was doing that and then going to the post office and mailing them. Yeah, I had to stand in line with old ladies every morning and get postage and send them to people. But it worked. We hit $6,744, so it's amazing. So that is the backstory of us raising money and what Rally4aCause Foundation is. So the night after the track was the award ceremony, as I said. That top 5, list in donations per rally is the deciding order for launch, meaning team with the most money raised, first car in line, and so on through 5th place. Somehow, we got 2nd place, and I was shocked. And I mean shocked. So, before the award ceremony started, just during dinner, I walked up to the president of Rally4aCause Foundation, Brad Hoffvander, and I said, how are we doing? And it was out of curiosity. And he responded with, I don't know, I haven't looked, I gotta go eat, I'm hungry. And I thought I made him mad, so I was like, ooh, it was just genuine curiosity. I wasn't about to, hold on, let me donate more, I wasn't gonna be that guy. It was just genuine curiosity. Now, as I said, there was a 0.1% where I may have asked him how we were doing prior to that. But it really was just kind of the fun thing of, hey, we might actually get 5th place. So, award ceremony starts. We got second place. It's mind blowing, right? And he reads the fifth place, less money, and I'm going, that's not right. Fourth place, less money, and we raise, and I'm going, that's not right. Third place, the same thing. And then we hear our names. And I probably looked like a deer in headlights in the picture holding the trophy and the bottle of, I think, rum that they gave us. I'm probably like, because I was not expecting it. So I'm a little mad at Brad for keeping me in the dark. But it is what it is. And I'm so grateful that we got second place. Now, the reason we got second place is because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams did not go on south that raised more money than us. So, in the true sense of the word, we got 8th place, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we got 8th place overall for all the rallies. For South, we got 2nd. So this is the point where I want to stop and give those shout outs that I said I was going to give and kind of give recognition to some of the very, very amazing people that raised money for Rally4aCause Foundation. So, overall, with over $110,000, which is mind-blowing, was Team KC. Team KC was led by a guy named Fred, and my understanding, I could have this wrong, was that since Fred was the captain, he was not on South. They did not, by default, get first place. So, you need to remember that. A couple minutes, that's going to come into play. Second overall was Paul. He is a legend, and I mean, the guy always raises so much money for Crown Rally. Super good guy. We had lunch with him the first day. I had hoped to actually sit down and smoke a cigar with him and kind of pick his brain a little bit about more things and get to know him a little bit better. I'm not going to say really more than that, but some things happened. I didn't get to see him the rest of the rally. I'll leave it at that. Then third place overall was Team Super Speeders. Don't know your name. I think it's Brandon or Jason. So sorry if I messed that up. He raised close to $20,000. Fourth place overall was my little stepbrother, Kelly Wraith and Brett. And I think they had 2 other guys on their team called Shake and Bake. They raised over $15,000. Then 5th place was Team Spice Ship. I believe that was Tyler. 6th place was Team Cross Country. I'm so sorry that I don't know your names, but they raised over $10,000 also. And then 7th place overall was Windy City Exotics. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know your names. They raised over $7,000. So, amazing job by those people. And it's so crazy that we're even up with some of those names, some of those amounts that were raised. Then when it comes to Crown South, so Paul was first, we were second. Third place was actually 2 guys from Team KC. That's why I said remember that $110,000 and the weird situation of the captain not being there and that possibly being why they weren't first. But there were 2 guys from Team KC that did South. And I'm so sorry if I butcher his first name. He's so nice and he's so funny. But I believe it is pronounced Simeon. And his co-pilot was Jason. 2 amazing guys. And they decided to raise over $6,000. Even though they didn't have to, right? I mean, they just were like, let's just raise more. So, goes to show how amazing that group of people is from Team KC. They just decided, let's just do more and give back. And just help even more than we already did. And then 4th place overall in South was Team Presley, which is Gary and Kenny. They raised over $4,000. Super nice guys. And super, super cool Mustang. I'm hoping I have footage of that thing. They had a really cool wrap on it. And I'm hoping I have footage of it. But as I said in the first video, we lost 70% of our footage. So, might be screwed. I apologize to Gary and Kenny if I don't have footage of you. But you guys were awesome. And I'm so happy I got to talk to you and get to know you a little bit better. And then 5th place in South was Team AK907. So sorry that I don't know your name. I believe that is Don. And if it is Don, he had one of the coolest stories behind a rap. And that is that he had a family member that was a state trooper in Alaska that was killed in the line of duty. So he had a special rally wrap done on his vehicle to memorialize and honor that family member, that officer that was lost in the line of duty. So super, super cool. And then he flew the officer that died's son down to be his co-pilot. So amazing, amazing, amazing story. And I believe that is Team AK907. So thank you to all those people that raised money. Knowing that Hear the Cheers is getting some of that means the world to me. And I also want to say thank you to everybody that raised money in general. It doesn't matter if you raised $25 or you were that team KC with over $110,000. All of you tried to do something for others, and it means the world to me. And it also, as I said, knowing some of that goes to Hear the Cheers is a big deal. And I also want to thank Brad Hoffmander for bringing Hear the Cheers back. We had a private conversation. He said, we were possibly going to rotate and move on to maybe a different cause, but the feedback about Hear the Cheers was so positive that I just, they're coming back. So thank you, Brad, for bringing them back. It means the world to me. I really, really hope that they stick around forever and ever and ever, because, those kids deserve the hearing aids, deserve the help. So I thank you again for making sure that they were included this year and are receiving money. You made it, okay? If you got to this point, you made it. I've been holding that cough in forever. I gotta take a sip of water. Oh, my throat. But you made it. No karate chops, no shin kicks for you that made it to this point. If you did not, you don't know that I'm saying this, I'm going to turn into Liam Neeson, that horrible, horrible actor in those horrible movies where he's like, I will find you. I'm going to do that to you, and I'm going to give you those karate chops and those shin kicks. So, thank you for sticking around. The next video, you are going to get to see the benefits of being second place and getting to launch second place. And it is mind-blowing. It is one of the coolest things that has ever happened to me. And you also get to see the trophy. So make sure you watch that video. It's so weird. Like, it was so weird to be second. I'm not going to lie. It's just a strange, strange, strange feeling. But super cool at the same time. So make sure you watch next week's video. I'm sure that you will be, it's crazy, guys. I'm not going to lie. So, thank you for making it this far, though. I'm going to leave you with some things that I like to say. It's kind of one of those things I put in my posts on Facebook from time to time, and that is be kind. Wave to your neighbors, smile at strangers, hold the door open for everybody, and just do all the little things you can do to make everybody else's days that much better. All right, that's all I had. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!